First thing we're going to need is a plain pair of heels. I got these from Macy's, I believe, last year for around $15. And we're going to make sure that it has this back strap in the back because we're going to need that. The second item we're going to need is some suede lace cord. And I got mine from Walmart. I bought it a while ago because I just hoard things. But I'm putting it to use now. And as you can see, it was only $2.50. The third and last item we'll need is a pair of scissors. First, what we want to do is we want to try on our heel and we're going to grab this cord, and what we're going to do is we're going to measure out how long we want our length to be. And this just depends on how many times you want it to wrap around the ankle. I only want mine to wrap probably 3 times. So as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm making sure enough length for my 3 wraparounds. And then I'm going to just go ahead and cut this. Now moving on to the toe area, and we're gonna do the fringe here. I'm just getting some of this nasty stuff off, which was from another project. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be taking little strips of this suede cord, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie it onto the shoe. And you see here, mine is about finger's length, I can say, maybe, or maybe the length of my hand, I don't know, but it's just, I approximated. I mean, whatever length you would like your fringe to be is what you can do. But right here, we're just gonna tie these on as like so. And yeah, so this is what we're doing, and we're just gonna make sure we fill this whole thing up. And so I tied one on, and this is what it looks like. It looks a bit funny right now, but that's how these projects kind of work. In the process, they seem like they're not going to turn out right, but by the end, they turn out so fabulous, and all your friends are going to be hating. And here's a closer view of what I'm actually doing. Here, I'm just tying this in one knot first. And make sure you cut it long enough, because you don't want to be struggling how I am right here. I realized that, and then later on I start cutting them longer. But make sure you cut them longer so that you can make the second knot. So this is the final look for the toe area, and it just looks fringy and adorable. So now we're gonna move on to the laces. So I decided to show you guys how to do these laces with and without the tassel. So right now what I'm showing you guys is how to create the tassel. So for the tassel, what you want to do is you want to grab the cord and you want to fold it over so that you get a nice little piece like this and cut. Once you cut that, you're just gonna repeat that step probably five times. I think I did it, so that you get 10 pieces of little things for the tassels, little spider legs. So now that we have our little tassel, what we're gonna do is what the fuck? Oh, sorry guys. What we're gonna do is grab the end of this lace and we're going to place each one of those onto this. So as you guys can see here, now we have each of our little piece onto the end of the lace, and what we're going to do is we're going to tie a knot around them to secure those pieces onto this and to make it look like an actual tassel. So now that we're done, we're just going to scoot this little piece up and cut the ends. And also I suggest you guys to at least put some fabric glue on here, or a little Gorilla Glue on here, super glue, something to secure this, because mine is not all so secure. Now what I'm doing, I'm tying the end of this lace onto the other part of the lace so that this tassel does not just slide off or move freely. This is gonna make the tassel the end of the lace. Now that one end of the lace is done and the tassel is on, what you want to do is secure this lace into that back pocket of this heel, because if we put both tassels on, then how we're going to get it in the back of there? We're not going to be able to. So now I'm just putting it in, and it can be a little hard with this lace. So what I'm doing, I'm actually using a tweezer and I'm guiding it through. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is repeat that tassel step on the other end of the lace and we'll be done. And now that that's done, we have our finished lace, and this is what it looks like. It has two little baby tassels on it, and yeah, it's ready to go, ready to lace up and wear. These are really cute for a day out, probably a night out rather. Clubbing, whatever you guys like to do, night out with the girls, blah blah blah. This is just a nice look. So once you're done, try out your new babies. We're gonna go ahead and put this little baby on and lace it up and see the final look. So el fin, the end guys, this is the final look. This is the tassel one, and then the one behind is just the laced cord. I personally think it looks way better with the tassels. I hope this video was helpful, enjoyable, and easy to follow. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.